We're going to be in Proverbs 16 for this week's trail marker, and verse number 32 says, "He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city." So the analogy here is one of battle, it's one of war. And so he's comparing a person that is slow to anger and a person that rules his spirit, and says that that individual is greater than a mighty warrior that has taken a city in a battle, a particular battle. Anger is something certainly that all of us at different times deal with, and it could come while you're in class, it could come after class, it could come at work, it certainly could come even while in line at the calf, it could come while driving down a road in Oklahoma City. So here Solomon is saying, listen, you've got to control your emotions, all right? You think about some of the Bible characters like Cain and even Jonah, who says, I do well to be angry. Well, obviously he did not do well to be angry. So the text is encouraging us to be slow to anger, to be patient, and to rule our own spirit. Let me read you a quote by a man named Charles Bridges, who wrote on the Proverbs. It's a little bit of a lengthy quote, but I think it'll be a help to you. "The taking of a city is only the battle of a day. This," being slow to anger and ruling your spirit, "is the wearing, unceasing conflict of a life." So it's not the battle of a day. This is a conflict of a life. There, the enemy might be mastered in a single blow. The taking of a city, a single blow may take the city out. Here, this ruling of your own spirit, it is to be chained up and kept down with unremitting perseverance. "Yet think not the war is ended because a battle is won." He says, "Thou must walk, yea, sleep in thine armor. It must be worn, not laid up. There is no discharge from this war till thy body of sin and death is laid in the grave. And if thou hast not courage," he says, "if you don't have courage enough to be a Christian, then you must be a slave for life to the hardest of taskmasters." Now I realize that's a little bit to take in, but basically he's saying this: when a warrior fights against a city, he might take that in a day. But when you're ruling your own spirit, that's a lifelong process that must be done. And so this week's trail marker is this: you've got to control your emotions rather than allowing them to control you. And bear in mind, this will be a day by day, moment by moment conflict against yourself. So may God help you this week to be slow to anger and also to rule your own spirit.